here, all three of us, and it's getting close to back to school time, so we wanted to take the moment to talk to you about the icky topic of lice. So there's a couple things it's important to know, and first of all, if somebody has lice, does not mean they're dirty. It is like a tick. It happens, and people just get it. They actually prefer clean hair because they can stick to it a little bit better. So I always recommend, I am like hysterical about checking my kids because I really don't want to deal with that. So if we can all check our kids before we send them back to school, I think we can probably stop some of that spreading. And we're going to talk about what we can do to kind of help that. So best way to check it, and I'm going to have Lavana show you a picture. This is an extreme case, but these are nits. So most people don't realize, like when you're looking for lice, you're not really going to see bugs first. There'll be one or two in there, but what you're going to see are the nits first. And like I said, that is a very extreme case. So if you see little white spots like that, the easiest thing to do is to try to pull it off the hair. If it doesn't come off, it's probably a nit. Dandruff is going to easily slide off the skin. So key points of where to look is behind the ears where it's warm. So we're going to look down in here, and I'm going to show you because, you know, it's summertime. We all have a little bit of flaking. So you can see those white things, but they slide easily off the hair, right? So dandruff is going to come off really easy. Nits are not going to. So it moves, it slides, nits are going to stick to it. So behind the ears and then in the bottom of the nape, if your child is a ponytail wearer, I would check right where the ponytail sits too, because that is holding a lot of heat. So you want to check there. So just a real quick, you'll be able to see if they have it, it'll kind of stand out. So what to do? So let's talk about prevention. Yes. So what can they do to prevent their child from getting lice?
They can use a tea tree shampoo or our fairy tale shampoo. They can use that every day throughout the week, or if you feel like it's drying out the hair too much, try dialing it back down to, you know, just a couple times a week.
And we do have a leave-in conditioner too, which is a nice way, especially for girls with longer hair. You can spray that on them, and that's going to help. Using some kind of hairspray or product in the hair before you send them to school. So if you're pulling your hair back in a ponytail, spraying it with product to keep it a little bit dirty is a good idea. For the little boys, using gel just to create something so that they can't stick to the hair as well. Yes. And I'm a hugger, but I try to teach my boys to high five. Like I don't want them to not be loving and to be nice to their friends, right. But they crawl, they don't jump. So trying to teach them to high five instead of hugging. And then when my kids know, when they get together in groups and a lot of kids will just pile jackets up on a pile on the table, that's actually really not a good idea because that gives them the option to like crawl. So I always ask my child to hang their stuff up in a different area or on the back of their own chair. And then never to share hats, and I'm like,
don't share hairbrushes either, please.
Hairbrushes
doesn't matter.
Right, yeah, and hats, and like even when sometimes I'll let them play at the play place at the mall and they have a dress up area, and I'm like, please do not play dress up. And I know that sounds silly, but yeah, it'll just stop it from happening. So that's prevention. And then if by some chance your child does get lice, don't panic. It happens. I am legally not allowed to tell you exactly what to use, but you can consult a physician or you can Google it and find something that'll work well for you. The main thing is that you need to clean your house and vacuum. Do the curtains. If they have a lot of stuffed animals, you're gonna have to bag them up for 3 weeks. But cleaning the house is important, but not as important as making sure you're taking care of the hair. So how to totally get rid of lice is that second treatment is really important because you have to catch it before the life cycle starts again. So when you treat them, it kills the live bugs, and then you have to try to comb out the nits. But the nits are still gonna hatch if you don't get them all out. So you have to treat them in 7 days so that the live bug can be killed before they can lay more eggs. So you have to break the life cycle, which is why the 7-day treatment is very, very important. So I know it's not a fun topic, and I hope we gave you guys some information, and we hope you have a wonderful back to school year, and we would love to help you get ready for it. So have a great day.
Bye guys.
Thanks for